Hey everyone, it's Tate with Spectechular Gadgets, and in this video, I will briefly go over my experience with using the Motorola G7. Now I use this device for 3 weeks. Don't let this photo fool you. This photo does not express the way I feel about the G7. It's just a selfie pic I took using the device in good lighting. It seems to do okay. Just as a refresher, I purchased this device from Amazon for $300. It is an unlocked device which can be used on all 4 big carriers for the US. This budget-friendly device was kind of a big deal for me because I haven't had a Motorola device since 2001 on the Sprint network. One of the things I did was to add this notification blinker that you see so I can be aware of what notifications are coming through. Go ahead and check that video out if you are interested. The app is very useful for all devices that lack an LED notification, which is due to the lack of a notch or forehead. This notification looks great on the screen of the Moto G7. The design and build of this device is better than the price suggests. It has a very sturdy build with a good amount of heft to make it feel solid and comfortable while holding. I love the clean and simple look of the device. The color helps it not be a fingerprint playground. The fingerprint sensor is very accurate, extremely fast, and allows me to unlock the device comfortably. Unlocking the device will reveal just how awesome the display is. View angles are not an issue, and the device does decent and direct sunlight. I did turn auto brightness off and chose to manually adjust the brightness because sometimes the system kept the screen too dim for my liking. Even with the small bottom bezel, the phone still has a certain classiness about it, giving it a thumbs up in my book. After using the Mate 20X for so long, I think that's the reason I enjoyed holding the device. I did, however, notice the device would heat up while watching videos at times and while playing PUBG. The device didn't get too uncomfortable temperature-wise, but it was noticeable it got warm. Even with it warm, I didn't notice any major lag, especially playing games. The device has only one firing speaker located on the bottom and is easily covered up and muffled while using in a horizontal position. One plus is the headphone jack managed to make the team, which is a thumbs up for me. The toggle and features of the device are simple and more on the pure side of things, especially when compared to all the things you can toggle on the Mate 20X. You see, I have plenty of options and the screen recorder is a great tool. The device is running the Snapdragon 632 processor, and with my daily activities and scrolling through news feeds, it doesn't seem to have any issues keeping up with what I ask it to do. So looking at my Google News feed, the scrolling is extremely fast and it doesn't take time for the newsfeed photos to load. It's almost on par with the scrolling speed of the OnePlus 6T. Using the device for taking photos and video recording was okay for the price of the phone. I cannot say I was blown away, nor can I say I was disappointed. I tried to capture a few photos and videos in different lighting conditions to show you what my experience was like. All videos and photos were shot in auto mode, but the G7 does have manual mode, so keep that in mind. Let's take a look at some of the samples. In my opinion, the cameras did okay. I'm not blown away, but they did okay. Last up is battery. So I didn't use this aggressively, but I used it how I would use my phone on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and take a look. At 5:29 a.m. I unplugged the phone from the charger. Then 6:29, it's 94%. Then we go to 7:29. I'm down to 88%, as you see here. And that gives you a little bit of information. Then here we have 85%, 8:30, 83, 9:43, 80%, 10:29, and 77% at 11:29. Next up, 12:47, 72%. At 4:41, I got a little busy, guys. 51%, 33 at 8:29, and 10:01, 17%. So then I took a look at 10:11. I was down to 15%. Gave you a little graph and what apps are using at what percentage are they using the battery at. So, like I said, I think the battery, it did well actually. And that's for me using it not lightly, but like how I would normally use it, maybe how a lot of people actually use it for media consumption, listening to music. I think it did pretty well as far as battery life. And then when I'm using it as my secondary line, I don't have to charge it every day. I can get away with maybe 2 days. So the standby time is pretty decent with the phone. I think if you ask me, should I get this phone, or if you're asking me to recommend this phone, I would for the people that are looking to not spend a bunch of money on a phone, but a phone that gives you bang for your buck. And with the Moto G7, I would say that this phone does give you a lot for your money. And again, it's a very attractive device, and you won't really be upset with it. Keep in mind that this phone does not have wireless charging, as well as it has on a lighter side an IP rating, so it's not like an IP68. But I would like to thank everyone for taking the time out to watch what my 3-week experience was using the G7, and I want everyone to have a spectacular day. Until next time, everyone, later.